Well, hello there everyone and welcome to my kitchen. I'm Christy and I'm making bread today, guys. I am making a caprese bread. Now, if you don't know what caprese is, it is tomatoes, mozzarella, and basil, and they're usually eaten together. A lot of times you'll see it in a salad. It's really, really good in the summer when you can get some fresh homegrown tomatoes. Go to the store and pick up some fresh mozzarella and get some fresh basil. It's just delicious. And this bread has all of those flavors. And it's a quick bread, meaning there's no yeast. You use baking soda and baking powder to get the rise. It's just delicious and it's perfect with any kind of Italian dish. So with all that said, guys, let me go over everything that you will need because it's time to get cooking. So what I have here is 2 1/4 cups of a bread flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 1/2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 eggs, and then I have 1 1/4 cups of milk. Now it calls for buttermilk, but you can make your own buttermilk by adding a tablespoon of vinegar to your milk. And that's what I'm going to do. All right, and then you'll need some sun-dried tomatoes, mozzarella cheese. Now I am not going to be using this whole 8-ounce block. I'll probably use half of that. And then fresh basil. All right, I'm going to add my dry ingredients to a large mixing bowl. I'm just going to give it a light stir. All right, so I'm going to move my flour off to the side and I'm going to cut my mozzarella into small cubes. Now I've already cut it in half, so I'm just going to begin to cut it into the small cubes. All right, so I'm going to add the mozzarella to my flour. And this is a 3-ounce package of the sun-dried tomatoes. And I'm going to add, I'm going to add all of it. All right, now I'm going to cut my basil. And here's a crazy thing is when I went to the store to get basil, this plant was $2.99 and the basil that was already cut and packaged was like $4.99, so it's a no-brainer to get the fresh basil because then I can plant whatever is left over. I'm going to snip off some of my basil. Oh, it smells so good, guys. I love fresh basil. All right, I'm just going to kind of stack these leaves together. And then I have some handy dandy little herb cutting scissors, and just watch this. They make it so nice. It comes with this little tool that you can remove all of the herbs from your scissors. All right, so that looks good. All right, then I'm going to add the basil. And then I'm just going to toss all of this into my flour. So I'm going to add the vinegar to my milk, and this will create buttermilk. I'm going to go ahead and add all my wet ingredients. Add the eggs, a bit of whisk. All right, then I'm going to pour my wet mixture into my dry, and then just stir it all around. All right, so now I'm going to pour my mixture into a loaf pan, and this is my silicone loaf pan. I've had this thing forever. I know it's looking pretty rough. Don't judge me. I just love this loaf pan because you don't have to spray it with anything, and the bread just comes out perfect. All right, and spread it out. All right, then bake in a 350-degree oven for about 40 to 45 minutes. Oh my goodness. I wish that you guys could smell this bread. It has just filled my kitchen with such a delicious, wonderful aroma. But now it's time to take the bread out of the loaf pan and slice into it. Do you see how easy that comes out of this pan? It's crazy. Oh, look at this, guys. This bread, oh my goodness, guys. The flavors in this bread will knock your socks off. It is just so delicious. It is like eating a pizza in a bread. Oh. Okay, guys, you're going to want to make this bread. I know that you will absolutely love it. It is just so, so delicious. Well, thank you all so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. God bless, and I will see you soon with more delicious recipes.